everybody. My name is Rebecca, and I joined the ADA method last January 2024. So I've been doing the method since that time and attempting for almost a year now, just kind of off and on. This last month, though, we had a work group, and I was able to have two pretty significant out-of-body experiences during that time, which was great. So the work group purpose was to kind of get us to focus on accessing our soul records. I've had 3 total OBEs, and the first one was back in June, and it was very quick and a little confusing, actually. So these last 2 that I've had during the work group in November and December have been longer and a lot more detailed and controlled. So that was really exciting. And I think it was just very helpful to have the group intention and focus. I think it helped me to turn the corner there and have some really solid experiences. But one thing that I noticed after having the OBEs is I track my sleep and some other measurements with a ring. And after I had the first OBE, I noticed there was a gap during the time that I was out of body, or that I felt like I was out of body, for heart rate and heart rate variability, or HRV. And I thought that was really interesting. The first time there was a gap for, I think, over an hour, which is the time period that I felt like I was out of body, and the time period matched up as well. So I thought, it could also be a fluke, so I just didn't want to draw any big conclusions. But my gut feeling was, it was because I was out of body that my heart rate went that low. But again, I just thought, well, it could be a one-time thing, and I'll just pay attention the next time. So about 2 weeks after that, I did have another successful OBE, and it was a little shorter. It was probably about a half an hour. And the reading, though, when I looked at the app, was the same thing. There was a gap during that time period that I had the OBE. So I thought that was really interesting. I did look up some different reasons why you can have that register as a gap or no data. And one of the reasons is that the ring can be too loose, or the sensors aren't lined up with your skin. But I had never had that happen before, and I've had this for several years. So I always got a pretty solid reading every night that I wear it. One of the other reasons is your heart rate could be below 33 beats per minute, is what it says on their website. So I just thought, well, that's what it is. I also remember Darius explaining he monitored his heart rate, and it gets pretty low. And I can't remember exactly the level that he said his was, but on a normal night, mine is usually between 50 and 60 beats per minute. So I think it does go below 33 beats per minute during the out of body state, at least for me. So I'm just going to keep, every time I have an OBE, I'll make sure I wear my ring that tracks my sleep and tracks my heart rate, and see if I can just keep this little experiment going, and see if I can replicate that each time. But I thought it was worth sharing, and I thought it was interesting. So hopefully others find it interesting as well.